Welcome back to episode 5. My name is Nick, and I will be your guide for today. We are back with Firefly Wrestling in our Grind for Greatness mod. It is the 1st of January 1981, and that means we've got a couple of special things we can tick off the list. Firstly, I have gone through checked email just seeing if any of this was super important. Kevin and Honky Tonk Man, both contracts ending. I'm not sure if I'm going to renew either of them. I might renew Kevin. Honky Tonk Man has not been good for us, but I can see the potential in him. So there's a chance. I'm still playing that in my mind. There's not too many heel good workers in the region, or in the area we can sign from without paying travel. But that might no longer be a problem in not too long. End of year awards have been released. So I say let's check our end of year awards first. We are ranked 13th in the world. As a company, we must be on a tear right now. So proud of that first year where we've come less than 5.5k in debt as well. We can climb out this hole. We have to be out of it by, I have to check, but early December. We do not have long to go positive, but we can get there. There's still a chance. If we go to our awards, our male wrestler of the year was Terry Funk, and I don't think anyone can argue with that. He had one hell of a year. The only accolade he didn't walk out of the year with was being a 2-time world champion. The best matches were always his. Male young wrestler of the year was the Firefly, me. I think we're going to win this probably for 3 or 4 years, just because I think we're definitely better than a lot of the other rookies we had at the time. And the only other rookie I think we really had was Joshua. Maybe, I can't remember, there's one or other. But yeah, definitely the Firefly. And having a world title to our name now, that is great. Match of the year, Terry Funk defeating Mike Sharp at Heat of Battle. I mean, this was a banger of a match. 53 rating. Definitely our best match. And they might be running it back again this episode. You never know. Card of the year, Heat of Battle. 1 point away from that 50 we are still targeting today. I am confident that with a good episode today, we can make that 50 rating card. There's a chance. We're still going for it. I promise you, we're still going for that. And male ref of the year, James Beard, wasn't close. But let's quickly go to the wrestlers of the year. The male wrestler of the year was Teniro, Japanese wrestler. I mean, 82 pro resu, 84 basics, 95 stamina. It makes sense. Very popular in Japan. Very successful wrestler. Female wrestler of the year was Lola Gonzalez. First time 21-year-old Mexican female wrestler to work anywhere, but we will have to pay travel. Maybe someone we might want to bring in the future. I don't really have a women's division yet, but in the future, definitely someone we could have put in that women's division. Works for pretty much every company with a women's division as well. Company of the year is Kanto Wrestling Federation. They had one hell of a year, 50k in debt nearly. Compared to our 5.5, that is just ridiculous. 43 workers as well. If you look at their show history, I mean, we're targeting 50. Their lowest was the first show of the year in February 1st, 57. They are just too good for us right now. They put on way longer cards as well. Bringing Ted DiBiase over and willing to fly him over. Either this company is going to completely collapse or they are going to be thriving. What size are they at now? 14 in Kanto. We'll end the year at tiny, I think. Match of the year. Teniro vs. Turata. This was, I think, a match that happened with the other match of the year contender at the mid-year, and the result was the other way around. Show of the Year, Combat of Immortals by Kanto again. Male Young Wrestler of the Year, Akiri Maeda. I assume he's not a Kanto wrestler. I think he is. Also, 21, a road agent, is very impressive. I mean, he looks pretty bloody solid for 21. Never wrestling will have to bring over the ditch one day to wrestle for us. Female Young Wrestler of the Year wasn't the 21-year-old who won Female Wrestler of the Year. 19-year-old Kaguya Yokota, also a road agent. Only 30 per show, though. Only 9 in Japan. Not crazy over. Just a really good across-the-board wrestler. Male Veteran of the Year goes to Mr. Chin. I mean, yeah, for a veteran, not bad, but actually not as good as I thought he would be. Maybe that's a award that we can be targeting with Terry Funk in future years. He is definitely an amazing veteran wrestler that we will have going forward. Fabulous Moolah. I mean, that's not surprising. Again, really women's division. Most improved company of the year. That is Firefly Wrestling. I think that's enough on the achievements that we can check. We will have to go looking for it. But that is great to see. We had a great 1980. Yes, we did. And hopefully a better 12 months to come. That is what we want to see. Male Independent Wrestler of the Year. I think those will all just be the same ones. Male Manager of the Year. Bobby Heenan. Makes sense. I mean, very expensive. We can't bring him now. $82 minimum. Microphone 90. Acting 95. He might be our Paul Heyman in the meantime. Female Manager. Queen Kong. That's one I haven't seen before. Manager and Wrestler. Very much just a manager. Not even as good as I thought they would be. That is all okay. Male play-by-play. These are too relevant. We don't really have anyone like this yet. Dutch Mantella wrestling now. It's very different Dutch, isn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking of it. It looks like one of the righteous, but it's not Dutch. That's fine. Male referee of the year goes to Earl Hebner. We considered bringing him in, but he was just a bit too expensive. 98 refereeing on my short. He needs to go back on my short list because he will absolutely be in this company in the future. Such a great referee. I think that's all the big things, all our awards of the year. I mean, most improved company of the year is a great award to win early. Another great thing, last month we made $49. We were in the green for the first time ever. Sponsorships nearly getting to $1,000 per month. I mean, just stellar. I do think either way, I think we should be setting our ticket prices very cheap. We look at very cheap. We're at 5 right now, so that would give us 4 per show, $12 per person attendant, which would be more than enough to start covering worker costs. And once we hit that 11 mark is where I think they'll really start to take off. And it shouldn't really impact us at all. So I think we are going to do that at very cheap ticket prices. Hopefully they can start making a lot of money really fast. For those, I think I got to a pretty quick start. I do apologize. For those who have maybe missed the last episode, our world champion is still Jake Roberts. He is now a 2-time world champion because at the shootout, the Firefly took the belt 35 days before dropping it back to the Snake at Crowning Glory. We are on track for a very good year. Our first show was New Year's Ascension. But before we get there, we have ticked off some achievements. Finally. We have finally gotten some achievements. I was just really viewable until I zoom in. Maybe a bit far. Actually, we'll meet in the middle. So, we have not achieved this earner match grade yet. We'll get there. We've been so close. We can make it. Produce an event card. We have been so close. We can make it. We haven't got anything near this yet, but that is fine. None of this either. but we will get there. I'm hoping this year we can go 12 months without dipping into the red. Actually, no, I don't think we can yet, but I think future years, absolutely. This end of this year, finish 12 months of making a loss. We have to, or we're fired. So, we do have to check the Power 500 and the most popular list. I don't think we're on the most popular list, but could we have made that Power 500? There's a chance. Haven't reached event prestige, haven't reached storyline success, haven't reached broadcasting or booker, but we have completed a year. So we can tick that off. We can go to our random number generator. We tick, untick the box. 345. If I just go and find that on our prize tracker, delete 345. We can type this in here. And what have we won? So my wrestler gains great fighting against chemistry with a random worker on our roster. I will have to randomize that in a second to see who we get. I'm not sure who I want, just based on like face heel divides. I think Snake Roberts, we've kind of done that feud, and it might be put to bed for a little while. Maybe a Tully Blanchard or a Mike Sharp or even a Terry Funk could be great. Terry Funk's around for the long term, so he's definitely someone we can go for, or Tully Blanchard, because I think those two could have a rivalry for a long time as well. That's amazing. We also won Most Improved Company of the Year, so we can take this off for the first time. We get to win this 10 times in order to like tick all these boxes. So we will go back to the same thing. Oh, it automatically does it for us. That's amazing. 496. The higher one. Hoping that is going to be very, very good. 496. What do we win? That's bad. There are negative ones in here. Random set worker on your roster. Simmering tension relationship. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Okay, well, just what I wanted to see. A negative one on our second ever. Quickly, let's go back to check if we have made the Power 500 or the most popular list, just in case. Power 500, I think, most likely. These are the best average, I think these are the best rated wrestlers of the year. Anyone we can really sign in our region? Randy Savage is kind of the closest. Then you've got Ric Flair. Definitely a goal for us to sign Ric Flair at some point. I think Terry Funk is at 24 in the world. Maybe there's a chance. I'm working into other companies. I just think dragged it down. Like, that one definitely dragged down. Was it only show another company? Fine. That is fine then. Pretty much all 40 or above, bar a couple of bad ones in there. Which was the very start of the company. Hulk Hogan, not putting on as good performance as I expected, but wrestles basically everywhere with how popular he is. Okay, if we search, if you just search our company, can we find, we have debuted in the Power 500 at 102. That's really good, I think. Highest rating 48, lowest rating 19, and that was our first ever match. Since then, our lowest was a 20 at Clash of the Elite and a 24. But I think we've been pretty solid otherwise, especially when we're facing these higher level wrestlers, which was my goal. So let's quickly see what we win. We debuted inside the top 500 and the top 250. So if we go over, check this, 290. So many achievements today. So wonderful to see. 5% worldwide company popularity boost. I don't think that's going to do very much for us. I don't know how that one particularly works. I'm going to rule it as it's 5% of whatever we've got in each region, which is very little. Not sure how to round that. I probably just have to round down, which is, once again, not going to do very much for us. But it's nice that we've made that. It might even move us into getting to that 11 way faster as well. Or we'll get the 11 immediately. We're at 9. No, never mind. 5% of 9 is not much. I don't think it's going to do anything for us. Just really depressing. But that's fine. And 137 is our other one. Hopefully this one's a whole lot better. We're now a deathmatch wrestler. Cool. Well, I've been hyping up these achievements for a good while now, and all of us suck. Just what you want to see. So, I think I am going to go add a lovely simmering tension and 0 popularity boost and book New Year's Ascension. And then I'll be back to you guys for our first show of the year. First show with ticket sales. Hopefully we can turn a profit for that first time on a show. Don't like our chances, but if there's a will, there's a way. I'll see you all in a bit. Well, it is New Year's Ascension. It is the first show of 1981 for Firefly Wrestling, the 10th of January. We have 58 minutes. The first show to get tickets. And we have one hell of a card for you. These 3 matches will be set up in the opening promo with Jake Roberts. And then Terry Funk versus Mike Sharp to be the #1 contender will main event the show. I think we are primed for a big and successful show today. So let's get to it. Can this be our 50? Finally. Jake Roberts celebrates after his win last month. He is again reunited with his gold belt, and this time he knows to be more cautious. From now on, only 1v1 matches for his title, because he knows no one can beat him. He knows all the challengers are going after his belt, but he's got a crafty way to whittle them down. The #1 contenders match will still go ahead, but the other 6 top contenders will have to fight it out and go into a gauntlet match next week. Jake Roberts put on a masterful promo to start the show off. Segment rating on 70. It's what we want to see. Next segment. Ooh, a 23 is not great. Ron Bass got a 12. I didn't think it was going to be great. Basically, Honky Tonk Man's contract never ran out, so I brought in Ron Bass, who was just as bad, if not worse. But he does lose by submission with the Iron Claw. It's fine, it got the crowd hotter. A gimmicky, cartoonish gimmick as well. Bully, whatever. Or I don't think he's coming back. He was on a local record deal. Next segment. Even worse. Okay. Yeah, we did a brawling match, and I won with. I got a 12. I can't brawl at all. I'm not that surprised. This was shocking as well. I take it back about this card being good. I think this card might have been really, really bad. Oops. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, Bill Anderson as Tully Blanchard got a 27. Tully defeats Bill Anderson, which means that the 4-man gauntlet match happening next month will consist of Tully Blanchard, the Firefly, Kevin Von Erich, and the loser of the #1 contenders match, which got a 54, and Terry Funk got a 57, Mike Sharp 35. These two always put on bangers. Terry Funk won with the spinning toe hold. Okay. 47. Oh no. Oh, if Kevin and Ron was, if Ron was probably any other one. If Ron was King Parsons, if I just done Kevin versus King Parsons, that might have been enough to get the 50. We've been snuffed at the last hurdle one more time. But that is fine. We can accept that and move on. You've still gained popularity, still put on one banger of a show in the end, mostly because of that excellent main event, and there were 134 people when they were paying. Address the locker room. Anyone who really needs to talk to Mike Sharp, you can get some. Tully Blanchard, you're always upset. Scene please, whatever. Financial report. 536 on ticket sales, meaning we only lost 107 on the show. I think we are primed to be making a profit at the end of this month, at the end of this year. That is amazing to see. We are definitely making profit at the end of this month. Popularity recap. We're up to 10 in the Southwest. One off that extra breakpoint for ticket sales as well, which would have put us in the positive. Oh, that is great to see. If we can start making money off these shows, I can start running more of them and getting some younger, like weaker wrestlers on the card and getting them reps, which is, of course, kind of what we want to have happen going forward. We want these bigger shows. New Japan Pro Wrestling having morale issues doesn't really affect us, but that is good to see. New Year's Ascension report, extremely positive feedback. It was a great show, and that should help our momentum. Oh, yes, and the achievements, which I forgot to say. I rolled Jake Roberts on both, but I kind of got to add simmering tensions in. That doesn't seem to be an option. So I've kind of just rolled, I'm going to ignore it for now. And if someone in the comments can advise me or help me on this, that would be stellar. Thank you. If not, whatever. But we now have great chemistry with Jake Roberts, and I'm sure that's going to play up in the future. That might be the way we get a 50 in a match between those two. Very Young hired by CPW. Whatever. Company Wars. We are in 13th place. We are above RWS now, which is just amazing to see. Only 5.2k in debt. Our major star is Terry Funk, with the rest of the roster as stars. We have very low momentum, not very prestigious, but 10 workers, 3 tiles, 12 events. We are looking good. We are feeling good. I think I'm going to probably sign a few more people going forward to try and round out the roster a bit more, bring some more kind of surprises into a roster. But until that point, until I am back with you for winter trials, I will have to bid you adieu. Take care. See you in a bit. It is time for winter trials. This is our longest show I think we have ever put on. 62 minutes. A 17-minute main event and a 19-minute opener. We have the world title on the line in the main event. We have a number one opening match, the number one contenders match. And we even have a debutant brawling match between some of our new signings you will have to meet today. I am very excited for the show. I think there might be a world in this show that we can get that 50. I think it might be one of our best chances of the episode. Definitely better than last show. And last show got pretty close. So let's kick this show off with a bang. 4-way action gets a 34 segment rating as Tully Blanchard defeats Mike Sharp, the Firefly, and Kevin Von Erich when he pins Mike Sharp with a slingshot suplex, starting the show off strong. Mike Sharp gets a 38, Tully gets a 38, Kevin gets a 30, I get a 32. Oh my, that is a strong performance from everyone. I know an Inspire was used before the show, but even so, that is looking great. I mean, also, the development in my match is going from like getting 19s, 20s to 32. I think is a statement of how fast my player character's developed in a year. Like 19 now, I think I've got a lot of faith this player character can go a very fair margin. I think we are on track to being one of those top guys in the company within probably another couple of years. Okay, next segment 23. This is going to be our week match. We knew that. Iceman go to 29. Bill Anderson go to 23. Iceman moves on. He's like Jinder Mahal, I swear. 3 month, 3 weekly push, drop him. 3 month, 3 weekly push, drop him. Like every year we give him, every couple of months we give him a couple of wins, then he loses big match and disappears. Then we get a 55 rated promo from Terry Funk. He comes down and tell the crowd that he will be walking out today's show with the belt. He is more than ready for the Snake to try and pull his tricks. But that means Jake can't do anything to beat him. Terry Funk is too prepared. The Funker has already beaten him 1v1 before, so he can do it again. He knows winning this sets him up for another match against Tully Blanchard, but he doesn't care. He beat him at Crowning Glory, and the weight of this title will not be the reason that makes him lose the rematch. That is a great promo, decent opener. Can our debutants pull it off? 35, that is great to see. Wild brawl, but not too much heat behind it. That is fine. Triple threat match. Even Putski defeated Rip Oliver with a Polish hammer. Matt Bourne got a 39. Ooh, that is good to see. Annoyingly, he's a permanent heel, and we already have a lot of very strong heels. But that is good to see. Got a great rating. Even Putzi got a very good for 23. Not amazing, but might not be a brawler. That's what I'm going to hope with. And Rip Oliver got a 26. Okay. His bonus when made to look dominant. Loses comedy matches. Don't make him do comedy. That's fine for Matt Bourne. And Rip Oliver, he's doing a gimmicky cartoonish old school heel. Whatever. He's a good person to have on the card. I am happy with how that match turned out. Now, can our main event follow through? It's our two best workers. Surely they can put on what should be a banger of a match. 62 by far is our best ever show, our best of a match. Oh my god. 56 from Terry Funk, 45 from Jake Roberts. Jake Roberts defeated Terry Funk in 15 minutes 20 using the ropes for leverage. He beat Terry Funk, but he didn't beat him clean. They are now one apiece in singles matches, but Jake Roberts leaves if you count the multi-man. What's going to have to happen between these two? Because Terry Funk can't be okay with this. That is great to see. Do we get to 53? Let's go. Show increase the popularity in one region. Dress the locker room. Oh, that is amazing. Who do we need to talk to? Terry Funk, you lost, but you did amazing. And Matt Bourne, both of you are amazing. Both seemed pleased. I will take that financial report minus 130, but a bit more of an expensive card. 552 on the ticket sales. I think if we were at that 11 mark popularity, we would be going positive on the show. Popularity recap, we are at the 11 mark. 4 in Mid-South, 1 in the Northwest, 3 and 2 in New Mexico, 1 and 2 other ones. Woo, this is just stellar to see us branching out, getting great popularity across the board. This is very much, I think, what is building up this to be that most improved company of the year. I think we can do it again this year. With that 50, that unlocks another achievement. 5 achievements this episode alone. And if we can get a match cut of 60 or get the Firefly to have a match of 50 himself, we can do it. Again, so good to see. Extremely positive. It was a great show from the 138 fans who showed up. Did we move up the company wars? Oh, we moved down. That's annoying. I don't know who we moved down below, but that is fine. The biggest company in the world right now is AWA, American Wrestling Association. 60K in the bank, owned by Verja Gange. Don't know why I said Gange. Size 10s across the board, and I see that means somewhat popular with Mexico and Canada. It's fine. We will have to catch up to them eventually. They only just really formed in February. Yeah, they haven't really got anything under their belt yet, but they look like they can be a really big threat on the world stage. WWF is the second biggest company in the region, still 17 in the tri-state, which makes them, I think, small now, or tiny now. Ooh, that is actually, I think, kind of scary to see, because they will be definitely accelerating up. I'm not sure what you actually get unlock at small, but that's great. Randy Savage, I assume, will be there. Well, they've got Intercontinental Champion in Randy Savage, who beat Pat Patterson. King of the Ring haven't done. Royal Rumble haven't done. Tag team titles, I think's bugged, because these shouldn't be here. But whatever. Their last ones were Putski and Tino Santana. It's kind of funny. Maybe they've got some chemistry. Maybe we bring in Tito Santana. And heavyweight title was Bob Backlund. I haven't seen Bob Backlund in this save. I wonder what's up with him. Maybe that's something I'll check out now. Bob Backlund. Bob. There he is. Oh, yeah, 31-year-old. I think we did look at him at some point. He's based in New England. Shortlist him. He's actually not that crazy good. Very safe, though. Just very good resilience. Good technical wrestler. Maybe someone that we look to bring in the future. I thought he could be very, very successful. Good at storytelling matches. Makes up for psychology being pretty mediocre. Mason Hill, maybe babyface. I think he's someone who's definitely going to shop one day. But as you can see, we earned 661 last month. That means, if I am not mistaken, which I probably am, we will be in the green in 8 months' time. That gives us even a bit of buffer room to bring in some bigger names and get a bit more expensive. What a path of destruction Firefly Wrestling is on. 14th in the world, insignificant, and March of contenders in 27 days. What will the fallout from Terry Funk versus Jake Roberts be? We have Jake Roberts versus Tully Blanchard, 2 of Terry Funk's biggest ever career rivals in the save. You will have to find out once I've booked it in just a bit. Until then, take care. Welcome to March of Contenders. We have a 56-minute show, 91% matches, with what should be a fairly stacked card, I think. Might not be able to get a 50, but I think it should be able to put up a really good rating. In fairness, we're targeting a 60 now, which I don't think's happening. But we have Matt Bourne taking on former world champion, the Firefly. We have Mike Sharp versus Iceman King Parsons versus Bill Anderson. We have Terry Funk versus Joshua Ben Gurion after Terry Funk lost his title match in questionable fashion last show. and Tully Blanchard takes on Jake Roberts for the world title. I think we should get straight into it and see how this show goes. We had Matt Bourne defeat the Firefly with a bridging German suplex. 39 segment rating. I got 28. Matt Bourne got a 39. I'm really liking the look of Matt Bourne right now. He does have a prickly personality, which makes him a bit difficult. I think he even got into a bit of a row with Terry Funk, but he is just performing at such an incredible level. The actual biggest issue is that he's also 100% heel, like most of our best wrestlers right now. Next segment. King Parsons defeated Mike Sharp and Bill Anderson in a triple threat match, when Iceman King Parsons pinned Bill Anderson with a pile driver. Mike Sharp got a 38, Bill Anderson got a 21, and Iceman got a 25. Iceman felt like he'd been on the up and up a bit with performances, and then he gives that. That's a shame, but Mike Sharp doing great work there. 27 segment rating. Woo! Terry Funk defeating Joshua Ben Gurion with a pile driver. Terry Funk got a 62. Joshua got a 21, giving us a 42. Well, if that's not the meaning of life for the Funker, I don't know what is. Dominant match to try and get himself back into title contention. Jake Roberts defeats Tully Blanchard in 14 minutes 36 by pinfall after using a foreign object. This match was meant to tell a story. Jake Roberts got a 47. Tully Blanchard got a 33. I would say it's not too bad of a match. As Jake Roberts is retaining his title again in questionable fashion. And retaining with Tully Blanchard. Very similar to what happened in some previous matches, as these two just cannot get enough of themselves, as Terry Funk rolls in the ring and just starts wailing on Jake Roberts. And they just keep fighting until they fight to the back. They cannot get away from each other, Terry Funk and Jake Roberts. Since Winter Trials, they've been at each other's throats for the last 13 months, and surely has to come to an end soon. Right now, Jake Roberts is 2-1 over Terry Funk in matches, but 1-1 in 1v1s. This show, 44, not our best show, but still a pretty bloody good one. Best locker room. Tully Blanchard always needs some. And anyone else who did particularly well, Mike Sharp. Tully Blanchard was pleased. That means he's actually going to get a bit of a boost, which is great. Financial report. We gained 91. The first ever show we have turned a profit on. Man, this has been the best episode of the series without a doubt. Popularity, we are up to 12 as well. Man, we are going up all over the place. 12 popularity in 15 months is not a bad pace to be setting, I don't think. Wait for the game to load. Not much more I can really waffle about other than thank you all for watching. If you gained this far, it's amazing. I've tried to filter the mic, so I hope the mic quality has improved a decent amount. It was pretty bad before. Okay, how did our show fare? Extremely positive. It was apparently a great show for the fans. 148 we got into Morgana, California. WCWA has made some offers. Is that one of the new companies? Yes, it is. World Class Wrestling Association is run by Kevin Von Erich. That is interesting. Okay, he actually might be a rival of ours. Where's the promotion based? Mid-South. I think we don't have any promotions actually have a rival once we get to small size. So it's good. I'm kind of happy that we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, very good overall. I think March Contenders being a great show. We are still 14th in the world. And last month we weighed 707. that is just phenomenal to see, because yeah, we've made more money than we made when we lost in April last year. Like, we should be on an amazing pace to set I 3,689 in debt. I think we can start splashing cash for a couple of bigger names in the near future. So you'll have to look out for that, because I definitely want to start bringing in some more names. One of the things I think I may have overlooked about the save is that we have to be developing young talent a lot, because no one else really can to that same extent. So we're going to have to really try and take that on. But we have Iron Will in 27 days. I'm going to book a card and come back to you. But just for a little hint to keep you involved, I think Terry Funk and Jake Roberts might have to run it back one more time after that ending. I will see you all in a bit. Take care. Welcome to the last show of the episode, a 1 hour long show for Iron Will. We have Kevin versus Bill versus Joshua. The Firefly takes on recent signing Rip Oliver, and Matt Bourne versus Ivan Putski, after Ivan Putski won their 3-way 2 months back. And then in the main event, Terry Funk versus Jake Roberts. Who walks out with the belt today? 1 year ago, we had that street fight for the world title with Terry Funk and Eric Embry. We had Jake Roberts defeating the Firefly by disqualification. He was shooting a 39 with an attendance of 100, and I am very confident that we can beat both of these today. Let's get right into the show. Opening up, Figure Rating 29 is not bad, as Kevin Von Erich defeats Joshua Ben Gurion and Bill Anderson. When Kevin Von Erich pins Joshua Ben Gurion for a diving crossbody, not the Iron Claw this time, and Kevin got the best rating for 29, Bill for 26, which is not too bad, and Joshua for 21. Not having used any creative not using Inspire, this is really good performances from everyone. Another 29, as the Firefly defeats Rip Oliver with the clipped wing arm lock. 29 and 27, not too bad, I'd say. Second rating 29, I'm pretty happy with that. Then a 35, exactly what we're looking for. Matt Bourne and Ivan Putski don't have great chemistry, but a 38 from Matt Bourne was able to carry the match. He defeats Ivan Putski in 10 minutes 23 with the bridging German suplex. I've got a lot of plans for Matt Bourne, I think. I'm really liking how well he's performing. I mean, clearly one of our best workers in the company right now, and quite consistent. I definitely see him being a major player going forward. And a 51-minute event. Somewhat disappointing, actually. Terry Funk defeats Jake Roberts in 15-22 by submission with a spinning toe hold. Terry Funk is now a 2-time world champion. Terry Funk gets a 53. Jake Roberts a 35, which is disappointing, but that's fine. He was off his game. I don't mind too much. I think this should be still better, enough to get a 39, but it actually might be closer than I would have liked. Jake grabs the mic as Terry walks away up the ramp. We are not done, he says. You and me, one more time, Clash of the Elite. This match will be a steel cage, and the loser cannot challenge for that belt as long as the other is champion. I've done this for a few reasons. One, this needs a big stipulation match payoff, I think. Steel cage is a pretty simple one between these two guys. Fairly dangerous, but also Jake Roberts doesn't really do hardcore matches that much, so gives Terry Funk his thing a bit, but not all the way. And let's go. I also really want to remove like just like relying on Jake versus Terry again while the title run goes on for whoever wins it. Like, just I feel like it's been a bit too simple just having Terry versus Jake kind of always ending up against each other. Same with like having Tully in there. Just want to like spice up that title picture a bit going the next couple of episodes. I've got a few more ideas to really spice up the roster. Finish the show. We got a 46, so we did surpass that 39 from last year. Rest the locker room. Jake Roberts, you can get some praise. Rip Oliver actually had a pretty good performance today as well. Roberts was pleased, so that's a good little boost for him. 217 of profit. It's really good. Worker costs only 300. Pretty cheap show, all things considered. And we are less than 2.7k in debt now. That'll be done in the next episode. We didn't progress in the Southwest, but I'm not that surprised. We're kind of going up 3 popularity points per episode pretty consistently now. So I'm not, yeah, so that's pretty normal. Hopefully end of 50 at 15 popularity by the end of next episode. It's great. And then we'll be tiny by the time we get to our season finale. I don't think he's someone we'll ever be bringing in. This is worse than I am. That's saying a lot. I've kind of learned to look at the bottom of the stats for what people are, because mine are like 0 to 46, 45. I'm like, yeah, I set mine. They're all zeros. I can't brawl to save my life. And will extremely positive 170 fans. Even if you're paying, we are still getting great attendance. And Tanaka, he's on my short list, but not sure if we're ever bringing him in. He's in Mexico, it makes it a bit difficult. Don't really want to be paying for travel costs if we can help it. But if we go to our finances, we nearly made 1,000 last month, and we'll definitely be making 1,000 this year, this show. We've got at least 1,000 more in sponsorship money to come in. Easily, we are going to sub 2k, maybe even sub 1,500 debt. Wonderful things to see. Next episode, we will have, I think, at least the full battle leagues, and I think the final will happen on episode 7. Last year's winner was Tully Blanchard. Can he go back to back and defend the battle league? The World Championship is at a prestige of 34. Had a bit of a dip in September. Oh no, had a bit of a dip going into August last year. I think was just around the time where Jake Roberts won it. But that is all fine because it has been on the up and up since. We are at 34 prestige for this title. I think for the achievement, we do need to get it all the way to like 60 or 70 to get another achievement from it. That's a while away, but we're doing the right things to get it up there. Terry Funk is a great champion for now. Jake Roberts has been an amazing champion. If you just look at the defenses, like they have definitely been getting a decent bit better recently. We had a bit of a dud there with my character, but other than that, the last 5 have been really, really good. As long as we keep them all above 40, I think we're doing the right things to move this prestige up. Okay, I will have to bid you guys farewell. I've got some big plans for the next episode, but you will have to wait and see. We have Clash of the Elite, Mid-Year Reckoning, Heat of Battle, and Summer Stakes. Who will be world champion by the end of our first event? Come back and find out next on Firefly Wrestling. Until then, Firefly out, and thank you.